Dr. David Brownstein, director of the Center for Holistic Medicine, is warning about a silent epidemic that almost no one is talking about. According to him, an astonishing 97% of people are deficient in iodine, and most have no idea. This deficiency is easy to overlook, but has serious, far-reaching consequences. It's not just about fatigue or brain fog. A lack of iodine can disrupt your hormonal system, increase your risk of cancer, and trigger autoimmune disorders. Brownstein explains that iodine is essential for the body's network of hormone-producing glands: the thyroid, adrenals, ovaries, testes, pituitary, and pancreas, all of which depend on it to maintain healthy tissue structure. When iodine is lacking, these glands begin to deteriorate. At first, tiny cysts form. Over time, these cysts harden, becoming nodules. Eventually, this can lead to hyperplasia, abnormal tissue growth that can evolve into cancer. Animal and human studies have shown that iodine not only halts this process, but can also reverse it, restoring glandular tissue to normal. The data is alarming. Thyroid cancer is now the fastest-growing cancer in the U.S. 1 in 7 American women develops breast cancer, and 1 in 3 older men has prostate cancer. Pancreatic, ovarian, and uterine cancers are all increasing at epidemic rates. Brownstein recalls that early in his career, these diseases were almost unheard of in younger patients. But now he sees breast cancer in teenagers and prostate cancer in men in their 40s. Iodine deficiency, he says, might not be the only cause, but it's a major contributor. Without enough iodine, the body can't properly produce or regulate critical hormones. But the mineral's importance goes far beyond that. It acts as a cellular protector, supporting the immune system, fighting viruses, reducing inflammation, and preventing harmful mutations. Iodine is stored throughout the body, in fat tissue, muscles, the liver, kidneys, and brain, where it helps stabilize and balance cellular activity. When levels drop, the body's chemistry destabilizes, opening the door to fatigue, depression, and degenerative diseases. Brownstein points out a powerful historical example. In the 1920s, when the U.S. government began adding iodine to food, deficiency rates plummeted, and life expectancy improved dramatically. But today, iodine has almost disappeared from our diets. Modern farming practices have stripped it from the soil. Oceans are polluted, and foods that once supplied it, fish, seaweed, dairy, now contain much less. Worse, our environment is filled with chemicals that block iodine absorption: fluoride in toothpaste and tap water, bromine in bread and soft drinks, and chlorine in pools and showers. These substances compete with iodine in the body, worsening the deficiency. Brownstein warns that the same pattern is now appearing in Europe, where iodine levels in food are also declining, and rates of thyroid cancer and autoimmune disease are climbing. The best solution, he says, would be to restore iodine naturally through diet. But until our food and water systems change, many people may need to supplement to protect their health. In today's world, it's nearly impossible to get enough iodine naturally. Modern farming practices, processed foods, and widespread environmental pollution have stripped iodine from our food supply. The oceans, once a rich source, are now contaminated, and fluoride and bromine in everyday products like toothpaste, tap water, and bread compete with iodine in the body, blocking its absorption. As a result, iodine levels have dropped dramatically across the population. To restore healthy iodine levels, Dr. Brownstein recommends supplementing with iodine in its purest form. The most effective options are Lugol's solution, or tablets, containing both molecular iodine and potassium iodide, since different tissues in the body require different types of iodine. For best absorption and detoxification, Combine iodine with unrefined salt and drink plenty of water. The salt helps flush out toxins like bromine and fluoride that interfere with iodine uptake. Start slowly, he advises, with a low dose, and gradually increase to avoid detox reactions as your body begins clearing stored toxins. On average, he prescribes around 25 milligrams per day for maintenance, though higher doses may be used under medical supervision as part of a holistic treatment plan. Ideally, iodine therapy should be guided by an iodine-literate healthcare provider who understands how to balance supporting nutrients and monitor hormone health. For patients with glandular or cystic conditions, such as fibrocystic breast disease, a condition now recognized as a precancerous warning sign, iodine therapy has been a proven treatment for over 75 years. Iodine can help restore normal tissue structure in the thyroid, ovaries, uterus, prostate, and pancreas, all of which rely on iodine to function properly. In more advanced cases, such as enlarged prostate, pancreatic cysts, or even cancer in iodine-dependent tissues, Dr. Brownstein often recommends 50 to 100 milligrams daily, always paired with sufficient salt intake. He stresses the importance of maintaining optimal sodium and chloride levels in the blood. Sodium should measure around 141 milliequivalents per liter or higher, and chloride between 103 and 105. Levels below this range may still be normal on lab tests, but are not ideal for those supplementing with iodine, as the body may struggle to properly excrete mobilized toxins like fluoride and bromine. Dr. Brownstein calls iodine deficiency a silent killer of the modern age. It disrupts the entire endocrine system, leading to hormonal imbalance, fatigue, depression, and greater vulnerability to cancer and autoimmune disease. His message is simple but urgent. To stay healthy and live longer, you must ensure your body has enough iodine, whether through diet or supplementation, because without it, your body's foundation for hormonal and cellular health begins to crumble.